Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Very simple. Oh, there you go.
Mitch,
I need the regular mode.
oh yeah, I got that open for you already. The shifter.
Unless you put a screwdriver in it.
Yeah, that would work. So, film a mid-video intro because I really suck at making chronological videos. Like I said in the last video, Austin did some body work here. Wasn't super pretty, but it was functional. He's not a body guy, he's a welder. It was exactly what you would expect for a welder to do. I'm not talking shit, I'm not saying it was bad, but that's what we got. So I called in a favor, got my buddy Mitch to come up and try to hide that kind of plate that was there. And as you saw in the videos before, he did some fiberglass body filler and then sanded the shit out of it, got it kind of back into the right shape. And then he's gonna come back tonight or tomorrow night, knock this down some more because it was still kind of wet and it was getting really late. And put a coat of regular body filler on it, and then we're gonna pressure wash the bay and paint it. So it should look pretty good. Even though the car's not perfect, Zach does want the bay to be perfect. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue with it. It'll look sick. The engine is beautiful. And I don't know if I put a clip of this in already or not, but we did get the adapter plates bolted up. Pretty interesting design for that. The ZF is on there. He said this clutch is rated for like 600, so it should be fine. Surprisingly, this K-Tech engine stand it's not, they didn't make it, but they gave it to us. Works backwards with the transmission on. Obviously the tire's holding it up a little bit, but yeah, these adapter plates, there's like one, like if you look, it's two pieces and the transmission. So it's like, there's the LS bell housing adapter, and then there's an adapter plate for all the different transmissions that it could possibly use. So they probably changed this as needed and have this for the LS engine. Kind of interesting, very modular and adaptable or whatever, but we're gonna wait for Mitch to get here and then we'll finish up the body work on this thing. Oh, and I don't have air here yet. I don't know when I'm gonna have air here, and we needed to blow the dust off, so we used the shop vac in reverse. Did the job, but definitely was not great.
Adapter harness for the map sensor so we don't have to run the fucking vacuum.
The smoothest part of the whole engine bay.
Yeah.
Paint. It's pretty smooth. Factory strut tower has a lot of wrinkle in it, but the paint laid really smooth. Here's that strut tower that's fixed. Did my best at making the seam sealer look factory, which it's not even close. Oh well. But yeah. That corner you won't be able to see, and this is OEM paint color, so should match pretty well. Yeah. All right. Just sprayed the last of the base coats, and it's looking really good. After this, I'm gonna spray some clear. I guess I'll let it dry for, I think, 30 minutes, and then should be able to put some clear on. Last coat is finally dry. So, looks like I'm gonna put some clear on this thing. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. I've had that happen before, it's not fun. Anyway, it all turned out pretty good. Kind of want to leave it like this, but I've found in the past that dirt tends to not really clean off it very well if you just leave it in a matte finish like this with no clear. So we'll throw some clear on it. Yeah, I don't really see any imperfections that weren't already in the metal. There's like weird little E36 stuff like this. I don't know what that is, but it's metal. It's in the strut tower. Same with like all these waves you see here. If you know E36s, you know how wavy their strut towers are. It's even like down here. It's very strange. But this tower got fixed. It's nice and smooth.
yeah, so anyway, I'll update you guys when I get some clear on it. Alright, first coat of clear went on. As you can see, super shiny now. I had a little mess up over here. A hair fell into it, but you won't be able to see it too bad. Rest of it looks really good. I think I need to go a little heavier back there. It's a little dull, but we'll probably put 2 or 3 coats of clear on it. So should be able to make it all pretty uniform. So while that's drying, I can show you what Ryan and I did the other day. Actually, this is a better look at it. So this old crusty thing is the stock 95 M3 transmission. It is a ZF 5-speed transmission. They're pretty strong, strongest ones that came in E36s, and people run tons of power through them. So I figured it would probably work perfectly fine with the LS3 here. So in order to attach the ZF to the LS3, you have to buy this Pmc Adapter Plate. I'm pretty sure you can use this on any LS engine, not just LS3. But it specifically works with this ZF 5-speed. I think the 6 speeds that came in other BMWs come with a different adapter kit, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Their website can tell you more about it, but anyway, it's basically just adapter plate that bolts onto the block, and then a plate that bolts onto the ZF trans. And since the bell housing on the ZF trans is so much smaller, this plate basically makes it the size like a T56 almost. Actually, not even. It's still smaller than T56. T56 would go to like this hole here. Anyway, you get the point. It's 2 plates, sandwiches together, and then it comes with a like an adapter flywheel. It's basically like spaces the flywheel off of the engine like an inch and a half, so that the clutch and everything lines up. And then other than that, you have to run a flex plate from a automatic LS. There's 2 options. You got one that's like dished, and you got a flat one. I bought a flat one and it didn't work. The starter would not, starter wouldn't line up at all. You can kind of see it in there. But anyway, I got a flat one at first, and it was basically like touching the block. So if you try to put a starter in it, it would just always be engaged. It would never disengage. So I had to go find one that has like a dish or like a concave to it, which thankfully Jack had one. So I grabbed his. I gotta buy him another one. But yeah, that's all you really need to put a ZF onto a LS. And the nice thing about this is it should end up right in the, like the shifter should stay in the same spot, so you'll still be able to use the same BMW shifter. You'll still be able to use this BMW mount here, and you can stick with your stock drive shaft. So basically everything from the clutch back on the car is BMW, and then everything clutch forward is LS basically. So that'll be pretty cool. Should make this swap pretty easy, I hope. That was my idea behind it. And I don't have to buy a T56. Anyway, That's some more information on it, in case anyone's wondering. Probably gonna let this thing dry another 10 minutes before I put another coat on it, but I'll update you guys then. All right, just sprayed second coat of clear, and I'm liking it. Looks really good. I don't know if I should do a third coat. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I also don't want to mess it up. Like, it looks really good as it is, so I don't know. I wish I had somebody here to ask, but I don't. So, shit. I have a run. Oh well, it's okay. It happens. I've made a mess of Ryan's garage. It's like, guess I'll be redoing the floors for him. I already told him I'd help him do it, but that kind of sucks. I also hope that there's no paint all over the car. Anyway, anything that's just kind of like, not necessarily overspray, but just like the stuff that falls from hanging around up here, like the haziness, it just wipes off the car like it's dust. But I did put a cover on it, except for I kind of did it too late. I had already sprayed primer, and I totally forgot to cover the car up. I covered the fenders and everything, but I didn't do the rest of the car, so I hope it's not too bad. If it is, whatever. I'll figure it out when I come across it. Anyway, that's probably gonna be it for the engine bay. It's looking pretty good. I have one more can of clear. I take that back. I don't have any more clear. Just kidding. I do. I got a full can right here. So I'll probably finish off the last can of clear coat. I used all the base coat cans, and I used 2 of the primer cans. So I think I may as well do a third coat of clear. No idea what it does besides make it shiny, but I have a weird feeling it makes it a little bit stronger. Makes the surface a little bit stronger at least. So I will do a third coat of clear, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright. Passenger side done. Do the driver's side. Alright, that's pretty good. Although, do I really know what I'm talking about? Absolutely not, but I don't know. It looks shiny, that's for damn sure. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna hit the firewall a little bit more. Firewall looks a little dull for some reason, which I'm okay with, but I may as well try to make it look uniform. So there's nothing. Alright, now we're done. What do we think? I think it looks pretty good. Good enough. You know, if the car were like spotless and, you know, not getting destroyed with this thing over here, although I don't think it's getting destroyed. We're just improving. Where am I going with this statement? If it were a perfect car, I would probably have a professional do this, but it's just me, some friends. Looks good enough. Most people probably won't even know that it's been painted unless you stare real hard at it. Anyway, that concludes painting the M3's engine bay. Hope everyone likes it as much as I do.
So Zach stayed here pretty late one night and banged out the bay. It looks sweet. No more rust. Everything's nice and clean. He even did back there, which originally wasn't part of the plan. So I say that looks pretty sweet. Engine goes in today. Now it's all done. So big thanks to Mitch for taking care of this. Kind of think after seeing this side, should have had him do this side too to hide these ripples that are in the, you know, the factory casting or stamping, whatever you want to call it, hydroforming, whatever it is. But it looks sick. I'm happy with it. I'm sure he'll be happy with it once he sees it dry. But yeah, I'm gonna get the motor in today. And that'll be in the next video. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.